Hey, Bryan.
Hey.
You want to start a Game of Thrones podcast?
Wow, that sounds like a swell idea. I already have my equipment and everything.
Really? Are you running Audacity currently right now?
I am. It's actually recording my voice.
Dude, that's perfect. I've got a series of screenshots you sent me.
Wow.
Of key moments in the last Game of Thrones episode.
What are the odds? We should do a podcast.
And it should be specifically about Season 5, Episode 10, which we just watched 2 days ago?
Yeah, that's a good idea. How would you start that?
I don't know. I think you got to start that talking about Jon Snow dying? Spoilers?
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. We're going to have spoilers in this. Jon Snow died.
Yeah, obviously we're going to have fucking spoilers. It's Game of Thrones podcast. What do you mean?
Well, I'm just saying, like, in case people just stumbled upon us looking for, like, I don't know, what are we going to tag it as? Like, lawn mowing tutorials or something?
I mean, if you're searching, like, Game of Thrones podcast, and this comes up, you're probably going to expect, like, there's going to be Game of Thrones spoilers.
I guess,
like
but I
a
mean,
Game of Thrones podcast about, like, Game of Thrones extended fan fiction written by us.
This is on the front page of Reddit right now. China screens Star Wars in theaters for the first time, nearly 4 decades late. So I'm imagining, like, what if, like, someone just watched, like, season 1, like, that's all that's available in Cyprus, you know? And they're like, oh, I want to watch a podcast about that. And we start and be like, hey, Jon Snow dies. You know?
I feel like you know I have a weakness of geography, and you're immediately trying to embarrass me on the podcast.
Cyprus is south of Turkey.
Stating this obscure country.
It's a small island. Most people.
All right. So where do we start? Like, where do you start with that episode?
I don't know, dude.
Pretty much anyone important that you cared about is dead now.
Or just like I felt like there was a good episode where they like shift between like storylines between Daenerys and the North and stuff. I feel like every time they shifted to a new storyline, I was happy with what happened, even if it was like bad.
What?
I'm saying even if it was like bad, like it was a satisfying. Like, okay, I'll talk about Arya Stark first. She fucked over the many-faced god, right? Like she pretended to be on a mission for this one dude, but was secretly gonna kill. Who was that guy?
You were happy when they cut away that she was blind.
Who was the dude that she killed, by the way?
She killed he was like the main Kingsguard that killed her dance instructor.
Yep.
Cyril Farrell.
Right. Now I remember.
Who was a horrible character. Hated him. Didn't care that he died at all.
Dude, you know who I hated even more, who I'm glad died, is her like many-faced god instructor. Oh my god. I know.
What do you mean? He didn't die. It was a fucking Scooby-Doo fake out.
Oh shit, that's right.
That was like the most bizarre thing I've ever seen.
I was like so happy like when he died. Not because like he's like a bad. I just fucking hate the whole like a man does not.
You don't like his Yoda way of talking?
No, dude, I fucking hate it.
I like it. He's fancy.
A man does not know what a girl will see when a girl goes down to the dock. You see, like, oh my god.
Yeah, he's like a sweet Dr. Seuss character.
Just tell her to kill the guy at the dock. Holy shit.
Yeah, but so I'm still not really sure what happened in that scene. Like,
so we saw for the first time the actual face switching on screen, right? Because before it was always like they cut away and then it's like a different person.
Yeah, it was like Mission Impossible style, like pulling off
like fucking Scooby Doo. Yeah, we saw like the whole.
So it's not so much that like there is a god that gives them a magical power. It's that they clean and then sew off people's faces.
I have no idea because she put a face back. She put a face like back on the wall. So I guess like she like rented it out for the day with a fucking library card and like wore it.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's like the costumer. Like, you know, like if you want like a really dope costume, like they'll have like gross rental ones. They're like full body.
Yeah. She's got
it's like
discount, clearance sale.
Yeah, it's not like a shitty like cloth one. It's like a real legit movie quality mask that you have to return after. I don't really understand the whole layers thing. Like, what was the point? What was that trying to show? Like, because there was a lot of layers between Dario's face and then Arya's.
Yeah, I don't know.
Was he trying to show that he's like so advanced that he can like bury himself under multiple personalities? Or was it supposed to be like a big reveal that like, oh, it was you all the time, the whole time, Arya?
I think people are reading like too much into it. I think maybe they're just trying to be like So
and
this
also,
is magic.
like, how did you like stack that many faces on top of each other? Because like, if you're wearing that many shirts, it'd be like really bulky and obvious.
That's what I'm saying. I think that the whole point of that scene was just to say like, this is magic. It's not like some fucking trick with actual like masks. Like this is a real like god, the many-faced god that imparts or imbues some kind of power.
So she's like permanently blind now, or dead, or like what was?
She's not dead, but
What did you get from that?
I bet I wouldn't be surprised if she's blind from this point on, though. That might be a thing, development.
I mean, I feel like if you're in the Middle Ages and you're blind, it's pretty much a wrap for you.
I think it's like what happens is that it's kind of like her comeuppance for stabbing that dude's eyes out. You know, she blinded.
So what the fuck's she gonna do now? Like, all she can do is sell clams and cockles.
She fucking blinded the dude. Now she's blind. Maybe if she does some good stuff, she'll get good powers. I don't know.
I mean, you can't really like once you're blind, the different personalities you can take on and the faces you can adapt are kind of limited. Like, you could be a blind guy, or everyone that you could be has to first also be blind as well. That's what I'm saying. So,
but what if she got
it seems very limiting in the world of many-faced goddery.
What if she got a mask of someone that could see? Would that work? Like she got to see their eyes?
Yeah, I don't think it works like that.
But it changes their eyes too, doesn't it?
I feel like the masks are just butchered people's faces.
But there's no way, because you saw her like taking them off. They like swooped away like the little fucking ghost zone. Like it wasn't like a physical. Yeah, when she was switching between like the tens of masks on that dude.
Yeah, I guess so.
Definitely magical somehow.
All right, so Arya Stark, whatever. It was satisfying to see her finally murder somebody. I'm glad she got to murder someone.
Yeah.
Sucks that she's gonna be blind now and never be able to murder people again.
Happens to the best of us.
So was that the beginning of the episode?
No, it started with people? Stannis. Stannis the Manus.
My man Stannis.
Yeah. He's
rough day. Rough day on the job.
Pretty much, dude. Not doing too hot. Woke up, bad start, ended bad death. One of those days. So like, his wife, did she kill herself or was she murdered? I wasn't really clear on that. You know, I did not even consider the fact that she could have killed herself, but I think that might be it, actually. Because they killed her daughter. Their daughter.
Right.
So she might have hung herself.
But she could have also been hung by those dudes who deserted.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, second follow-up question, did they just desert immediately to the Bolton's army? Is that why he had, like, a fucking parade of horses?
I don't know, dude. That'd be pretty brutal, though.
I mean, that must be what it was. There's no way they had that many horses, like, beforehand when they were showing, like, them setting up and talking about how they had way less men than Stannis.
Yeah, I don't know. That could be it, because they didn't go to the wall because Melisandre went there and they weren't there. And so, like, geographically, is the next place at Winterfell?
I don't know, bro. That 4-minute opening didn't really clue me in on the layout of the land, to be honest.
Yeah, I just know the wall and Winterfell are both super far north.
Near each other.
Yeah.
Right. And then King's Landing is the south.
So pretty much Melisandre, I mean, do you think she realizes that her magic is horseshit? Or, like, was it part of her plan for this to happen and she's going to desert?
No, I think, well, obviously her magic is horseshit because she literally shot a ghost out her pussy in, like, season 3. Or season 2.
But, like, this obviously didn't work. At least not the way that she led Stannis to believe it would work.
Right, well, yeah, it's obviously setting up the, spoiler, Jon Snow resurrection. It's got to be, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's supposed to be the real one.
Could be.
Which is why it kind of, like, lessened the whole, like, impact of, like, oh, Jon Snow's dead. It's like, yeah, but Melisandre arrived, like, 20 minutes before he died. So he's probably straight. And
he has the king's blood. So
yeah, he does. And another reason why, for sure, he's not dead is they never got into who his mother was. Like, that is for sure a big plot point that's coming up.
Next season? Next year?
I don't know when it is, but doesn't that seem like before they explore that and, like, say who it is, you got to know that, like, Jon Snow's safe.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's going to be a big thing. Like, who was the chick that Ned Stark went with? I feel like it's not, like, just some random tavern wench
it was
like they were talking about on the road. That's what I was thinking. It's gonna be like Cersei. Because that makes sense. Because like he was like super nice to Cersei when he found out that she like her kids with Baratheon dude weren't really Baratheons, and he was like, he gave her a heads up. He's like, yo, I'm gonna go tell my boy that those aren't your kids. Maybe like pack them up and get the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah.
Which didn't really work out for him in the end, but that would make sense to why he did that in the first place.
So, speaking of Jon Snow's death, back to that, I told you that I was really fucking annoyed about something.
Oh, so you got that spoiled for you too?
What? So, I was fucking driving, right? It was like the night of the premiere, and it probably just premiered like... The episode probably finished 30 minutes before.
They were talking about it on talk radio or something?
Probably 30 minutes before. I'm driving, and I fucking get in my car. I fucking turn on the car.
You're driving, then you got in your car.
Shut up.
You're painting a great picture.
I get in the car. And I'm just like pulling out of the parking lot. Like it's the first thing I hear. The radio's already on. And all I hear is this fucking annoying, stupid radio 90.3. Fuck you guys.
The beats.
This guy is like, and the concert's coming up soon. Don't worry, ladies. There'll be plenty of Jon Snows there, so don't feel too bad. I'm like, what the fuck? How the fuck can you just say that on the radio 30 minutes after the episode ends?
Also, where does a radio DJ find time to catch the premiere while he's
No, dude, he probably doesn't even watch the show. He probably saw it on Twitter. He's like, oh, Jon Snow dies. I guess I'll
Dude, that's rough. Yeah, I read, like, more than one thing about, like, Jon Snow dying, like, peripheral, like, Reddit, like, looking through comments and saw it, and I was like, ugh. Did I just really read that? And then I, like, read it somewhere else. I'm like, God fucking damn it.
Yeah.
Plus, like, the most annoying thing that anyone does is like, all right, I'm not going to spoil it, but tonight is like a huge episode.
Yeah.
Like Red Wedding-esque. It's like, well, now you just fucking spoiled it, asshole. You can't say that shit. Because there's like 3 main characters left. It's like you can parse who it's going to be that's probably going to die.
I thought that was because like when Arya was like, only death can pay for death or whatever, and then he ended up drinking the poison, I thought that was like a cool scene.
Arya didn't say that.
You know what I mean? She was in the scene.
Dario Naharis? Is that his name? Yeah, stop, I know his name.
Speaking of Jon Snow spoilers, I think the worst, the most annoying, so I was talking to Nate, our buddy Nate, you guys probably recognize him from Crosscoast Gaming fame. And I guess he was at work. He works as like a waiter at this golf club area. And one of his coworkers walked into the kitchen and was like, fuck, Jon Snow died tonight.
What kind of retard says that? I guess a waiter at a golf course is it. But
I feel like
that sucks.
Out of the 3 of us, that's the worst way to get it spoiled. I feel like, what the fuck?
I'm actually impressed that I hadn't gotten it spoiled for me sooner with like just how shitty comments are on websites. Like YouTube, too. I
feel like people are going to get spoiled, like, mad now. Like, this is, like, the new Dumbledore.
No, now we're, like, safe.
dies.
Now we're past the book era.
No, I know we are, but I'm saying people
knows.
that haven't watched the show yet, this is now, like, the new Dumbledore dies thing. Like, Jon Snow's dead. He was there from the beginning. He's dead.
But, I mean, if they wait long enough, Jon Snow won't be dead again. So it won't be a spoiler.
Exactly. It'll be a reverse spoiler.
I think if she doesn't resurrect him, my other theory is that he was a warg all along and he is now in the body of his wolf that's like, that never came back from the north.
When it showed him dead on the ground for like ever, for like that minute-long scene, I'm like, dude, what if his eyes just turned blue right now? Fucking White Walker Jon Snow up in this bitch. That'd be ridiculous.
Oh, that's what that means if they turn blue?
Yeah. I mean, after they die, yeah.
Yeah, that's the third option. Then he gets resurrected and becomes like the leader of the White Walker army. I'm down with that.
That'd be crazy.
I mean, really, they've killed everyone I care about now, so it might as well just root for the White Walkers.
I have a soft spot for Jaime Lannister. I thought that was like a really touching scene with his daughter.
Okay. All right. First, if we're going to talk about that scene, you need to start by talking about that fucking sexy little minx. Again, with just another great line talking about bad pussy and biting the dude's ear. Mm-hmm. That chick is for sure the hottest chick that's ever had a bob haircut in the history of the universe. So into that chick.
Yeah, dude, I think she's into Braun though.
Yeah, I mean, that is a great first date. Just like poison him, show him your pussy, and then give him the antidote.
Pretty got.
Better than seeing like the SpongeBob movie.
Yeah. Wasn't that a sad scene though? Fucking, he finally was like, Luke, I am your father. And she's like...
Yeah, they had the birds and the bees and the incest talk, and
They just finally got along.
I know, it was so sad.
And he was like happy, and then what is he gonna do when he goes back to Cersei? Be like, I see you've been through a lot.
I mean, before he goes back to Cersei, I feel like they're gonna probably turn the boat around because they're like 50 feet offshore when it happened, and be like, yeah, King Cripple, your stupid annoying sun snake bitch just poisoned my daughter. Can we kill her now?
Can we get a refund? Yeah.
They've got to be the worst group of characters. Like, sexy, slutty Spice aside, like, horrible. Hate the Sand Snakes. Just, and like their motivation doesn't even make sense. Like, what is that chick mad at like the Lannisters for? Like, because your boyfriend challenged or like agreed to do a trial by combat and died to the mountain, like because he was being too cocky and celebrating. Like, why are you mad at the Lannisters for that?
I guess so.
Doesn't make any sense. I hate her. She's top 3 worst people in the show.
You know who's dope though? Is that dude in the wheelchair? He's pretty cool. I hope he's in the show more.
Yeah, but I feel like the Sand Snakes are gonna like kill him, and then it's gonna be a whole mess.
No, I bet they'll try to like overthrow him, and he'll be like, "Nope, I'm so smart. I'm like Professor X." And just like,
yeah, he does have that dope black bodyguard with the sword polearm thing.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool too.
But then, speaking of like the worst people in the entire show, like somehow like there's snow demons and child rapists, but by far the most hated character for me has to be that stupid nun bitch with the bell.
Oh.
I fucking hate her.
Yeah, but I
can't wait for the Franken Mountain to beat her to death with that stupid bell.
I don't like Cersei, though. So it's kind of like...
Yeah, I don't like Cersei either, but fucking shame.
Yeah, that's pretty annoying.
That drove me bananas. And can we talk about that scene now? Because that was... I mean, that was like half the show, it seemed like.
Yeah, it was definitely the longest
scene. It seemed like it
scene.
went on way too long.
They're like, all right, we got this bitch to be naked. We just need to like stretch it as long as possible for views.
Oh, did you not know that that's not real?
Doesn't matter if it's not real.
Dude, it matters. It's CGI.
CGI? Okay, first off, that's not confirmed.
No, it is confirmed. She was pregnant when they were shooting it.
What?
The actress that plays Cersei was pregnant during that time.
Was it Jaime Lannister's?
Come on, man. You're better than that. But isn't that bananas? Like, that didn't look fake at all.
Mm-mm.
How does that... I don't get how that technology has not made it into, like, celebrity porn yet. I mean, someone over there in California is asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because that shit was believable as fuck.
That's crazy.
I know.
Because, I mean, I'm looking at that screenshot I sent you.
Kind of a bummer. Oh, did you send me a screenshot of her on the naked walk?
Yeah. It's part of my...
Cool, let's look at naked pictures together.
Part of my overview of the episode.
Yeah, I mean, that looks pretty legit. I believe that.
So then she got to the walk, and then we see zombie Jorgen Manschmensen is there.
Excuse me?
Zombie Jorgen Manschmensen.
You mean the mountain?
Yeah. We're on a first name basis, so.
Yeah, so like what's the deal with him? Like after he died, I remember like after he died that weird dude that like got kicked out of the scientist society's like, hey, mind if I get that body for a little bit? So that was his secret project?
Yeah, dude, he hit a soul stone and now he's back and now he just wears a mask all the time, and I mean everyone must be in on it, right? Because even the other dude,
how does that work? Like how you come back?
Dude, people
zombie?
People come back all the time, right? I guess he's like barely different from the White
Walkers. Yeah, but like
Walkers.
he didn't come back very good, it seems like, because he looks like he's got some raccoon eyes under there. Looks like he's still got like rotten flesh. But for sure, it's gonna be great to see Zombie Mountain take out all those annoying nuns. Can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
That nuns and the orphan boy Ollie, worst people in the world. Want them all dead.
Dude, he is. Fuck Ollie.
Yeah, Ollie's a fucking retard. I don't know what his problem is. Like, oh, boo-hoo, they fucking ate your parents in front of you. Like, get over it, dude. You're gonna stab Jon Snow because some Thens ate your parents?
Even dumber than Ollie, because he should have, like, years of wisdom, is the old Lord Commander. What's his name?
Yeah.
Him.
I don't remember his name for some
reasons. I can't believe he's still mad at Jon Snow. Like, when he was standing on top of the wall about to not let him in, I'm like, dude, come on, give me a break. Like,
I don't get why he stabbed him after he let him in. Why not just not let him in the first place?
I know, exactly. They must be pissed about what? Did they hear that Stannis' army got destroyed? That's what they're mad about?
No, I think he was just mad about it all along, and I guess the reason he didn't like not let him in is because it was probably like him and those select group of people that wanted Jon Snow dead, so they had to do it like on the hush hush.
Right. Well, it seemed like everyone there was pretty in on it. I mean,
yeah, but that was like 9 people. There's like way more than that in the entire Night's Watch.
I guess they weren't really hiding it. They kind of had like a fire like in the middle of the fucking common grounds. They waited until fucking Chubby Chubbs left. What's his name? What's his name?
Chubby Chubbs?
Yeah.
Oh, his Friar Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I find hilarious. Like they're like, oh, we can't kill Jon Snow while he's here. He'll fuck us up. Like,
I don't know that they waited until he left. I think they were probably gonna kill Chubby Chubbs too. Like he said, he's like, if I stay, I'm for sure gonna die because I'm fat and can't defend myself, and they're gonna kill my girlfriend with the messed up teeth.
Yeah.
Which was a good idea that he left, but for sure he's gonna come back to a zombie Jon Snow.
And then he'll be the Lord Commander of the White Walkers and take over.
Speaking of, where's little Jon Snow brother?
Bryan?
Like, just going through puberty, like out in the wilderness somewhere?
I guess so, dude. He hasn't been like in this entire season, has he?
I know. I mean, I'm wondering, like, is he supposed to be in the books? Is there like contract negotiations? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty weird.
And he's got to be like way behind enemy lines by now, because the Army of the Undead was literally like a boat ride away from the wall by now. And he was way farther north, where he found the dragon glass and the whatever he found at the tree at the end of that season.
Knowledge.
I don't really remember what happened.
He found knowledge. But yeah, they were attacked by White Walkers there, so they're for sure like in White Walker territory. You know, they're coming up from the ground and stuff.
Yeah. So what do you think they open with the beginning of next season? I think they open with Stannis not being dead and what's her name swinging the sword and hitting the tree.
You think so? Why?
Because they didn't show his fucking head roll in the snow, and if you don't see the head roll in the snow, then he's probably still alive.
Okay, then to contrast, I'll say it starts with Stannis' head on a spike.
Why would she put it on a spike?
To carry it on her horse. Be like, this is my vow.
I'm not sure you'd want to bring that with you.
She's like a cat. She'll like deliver it to like Sansa's doorstep and be like, look what I brought you.
Nah, for sure not. In 1 year, we'll see how wrong you were on how
my vows, Sansa. I did my vows.
It'll open and it'll be the Stannis, Sansa, Bryan, and Reek crew. And they're gonna be a dope crew next season.
I can't look at Reek the same way. Even though Reek like stood up today, I still feel like he's useless.
Well, I don't think it really matters because one way or the other, they for sure have broken ankles. Can't just jump off.
I think it'd be fucking awesome. It'd be so fucking funny if like the next season they just don't even like
they just cut to them and they're writhing in pain.
They're just they just don't mention it and they're just like, oh yeah, they died. They jumped off the wall. Like it's like 30 feet.
I mean, there's magic and stuff, but you just can't like terminal velocity is the same in here too.
It'd be so awesome. I wish the show did that more. I wish like the show like instead they always do the reverse where it's like they make it like someone died but they didn't. I wish they'd just be like nonchalantly kill someone and be like, no way. Like, no, he's dead.
Well, they never showed, what's his name? The dance instructor dying. Maybe he's still alive.
Yeah, dude, maybe he's teaching dancing to the nuns over at Christian Catholic Palace of Evil.
Dude, speaking of the Christian Catholic Palace of Evil, we got Marjorie still locked up there.
Oh, yeah.
Fingers crossed that she confesses early next season and is given an equally long parade path to take.
Dude, what is Tommen even doing? What has he ever done?
He's a real coward, that Tommen.
He really is, dude. He's done nothing of any consequence, ever.
Get your shit together, Tommen. At least your older brother was a man of action.
Exactly. And what is it with Sansa having shitty husbands? She needs to like...
What do you mean? Her first husband was dope.
Joffrey?
No. That wasn't her first, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, her second husband was dope.
Who?
The imp.
Oh, yeah, I forgot they were married. Yeah, he was dope. But I mean, it didn't really work out. They went their separate ways. And being a divorcee.
And you know what we didn't talk about? We didn't talk about Dragon Lady. She's chilling over in Ireland.
Yeah, with just chilling.
Mad Moody Dragon.
Surrounded by hundreds of armed horsemen.
Those dragons look great when she's not riding them.
Yeah, that green screen is
CGI
pretty brutal.
I don't get, like, why does the CGI look so dope when it's just, like, pure dragon or, like, CGI of, like, another woman's boobs on Cersei's head, but they can't get, like, CGI of girl riding a dragon clothed.
I don't know. They'd have the actual actress, like, sit on a green bouncy ride or something. Looks sketchy.
So, at the end, we see a bunch of, what are they called? Dothraki?
Yeah.
Closing in on her. First of all, I have 2 questions.
Shoot.
Which you probably don't know the answer to.
I do. I guarantee it.
Okay. Well, this one you might, because I have 3 questions.
100%.
Okay. I have at least 3 questions. I might have more. What happened after Khal Drogo died? Like, did all the Dothraki just, like, bail on her?
Yeah.
And then she went and bought that other army? That's what happened?
Yeah. They left. They don't stay behind for, like, weakness. As soon as, like, Khal Drogo was even sick before he died, they...
Oh, and she stayed behind with Khal Drogo until he died? Yeah. Okay. So, second question.
Next. I got this.
Wasn't Khal Drogo, like, a big unifying force they'd never seen before? Like, why was that still a huge group of, like, Dothraki? Like, didn't you think that they would, like, break up and section off after that? Like, who's supposed to be their new leader?
Whoever's strongest. I don't know if he was, like, a great unifier. I think he happened to be the leader of the entire clan at the time.
Okay, third question.
Shoot.
Why did it seem so ominous? Like, wouldn't they be like, "Oh yeah, remember her? She was cool. We're cool with you."
No, because they didn't even like her when Khal Drogo was alive. Do you remember that?
Really?
Yeah, they thought she was a bitch. Khal Drogo got cut and infected fighting one of his dudes because she was giving bossy orders to them not to rape the village wenches.
Oh, right. She didn't like raping. Yeah.
Yeah. So whether or not they even recognize her, I mean, I'm sure eventually they will, but I mean, right away, I'm not sure if they even know that it's her.
Okay, and what was the significance of the ring drop?
I have no fucking clue. No idea.
Well,
find out next season.
We don't have all the answers here.
Next year. Please let us know in the comments what that ring means.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. That's episode 1. Next episode will be coming out in 12 months.
Yeah, so just make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it.
So we'll see you guys then.
Bye.